Hi dear students, welcome back to computer science class. In our previous session we have seen SQL and its sublanguages in detail. SQL stands for Structured Query Language. It's a computer programming language used for developing or managing the backend of a software, right? Then sublanguages of SQL like DDL and DML. DDL stands for Data Definition Language or Data Description Language. It's a language used for creation, altering and dropping a database object, and we are dealing with table is our database object. Okay, so DDL card, create, alter and drop are the DDL commands, and these commands are dealing with or associating with the structure or definition of a table, right? Then DML commands, data manipulation language commands, commands like update, insert, delete and select, all are related to the data stored in the table or in the database, right? Update, insert, delete and select. Okay, insert is used to insert, update is used to update the data, alter is used to modify the structure, right? And delete is used to delete the data, and drop is used to remove the entire structure from the database, right? And if you want to view, if you want to see what all things are happening in a table, we are using select command. Select. Okay, using select we can display the status of the table. Okay, so today we have a very important topic for discussion, and it's all about the implementation of DDL and DML commands. Okay, how these commands can be applied in the form of query, SQL queries or SQL commands. Okay, so we are starting with create. We know create is a DDL command, right? It's a DDL command, and the pattern, the way we are following at the time of managing a table. You have to create the table first, right? We are following relational database management system. As we follow RDBMS, we store data in the form of table or relation. So we have to create the table first, right? So we are using DDL command create for creating a table. And after having the table, after having the structure of a table, you can start inserting values into the table, right? And after inserting values, you can start modifying. You can start changing the values in the table, right? Using update. Then you can view the status. You can see how the table is with the data using select command, right? And you can delete some data using delete command. And these are some of the commands we are applying here in this session. Okay, so we can start with create. We know create is a command, create is a statement, or create is a command. It's a DDL command used to create any database object. Okay, mainly it's used for creating a database or a table. We can use create for creating a database or table, but here we are using the create statement or create command used for creating a table. Okay, so it's a statement. Create is a statement or command to create a database or table. Here we are applying this for creating a table. Okay, yeah. So here is the syntax. Syntax means rules. You have to follow this syntax, otherwise it shows error, right? Syntax means grammatical rules to be followed at the time of applying anything in a computer language. Okay, at the time of coding in computer or using computer language. Okay, yeah. So the command is, or the syntax is, create table, table name, column definition. Okay, the command is starting with create table because we are creating a table. It's very simple. It's command. You know the specialty of commanding. Commanding means saying something, conveying something in a straightforward manner, right? There won't be applying any kind of phrase or anything between. It's straightforward. So it will be very simple for us. Okay, just think of it. Okay, for creating a table, the command is create table. That's it. Okay, followed by name of the table. We have to mention the name of the table. Then in what parenthesis, the symbol is parenthesis. You can specify the columns. At the time of creating a table, there must be at least one column for its existence. Okay, we must have at least one column to be specified at the time of creating a table, plus we can have more than one. Okay, here we are going to create a table named student. We have already used the table student with columns, roll number, name and marks. The same is applied here. Okay, the same table is used here also, and we are going to create a table named student with how many columns? 3 columns. The first column is roll number, second column is name, and third is for storing the marks. Okay, how will it be? It's very simple. Create table. Table name is student. Create table student. That's it. Create table student will not create a table. Okay, we have to specify the what columns as well as its data types. Columns as well as its data types. Like opening parenthesis, the first column is roll number, right? Roll number and the data type of roll number is integer. You know what data type is? Data type means type of data. Type of data we are going to store in a column. And here the first column is roll number. And we are going to store what kind of data? Integer data. Means we know that what roll number will be an integer value 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So the data type of roll number is integer. Comma. It's separated using comma, right? Comma. Our second column is name. And the data type of name is varchar. You know what varchar is? Varying character. The length of names may vary. For example, Alan, A-L-A-N, is having 4 letters, right? But Tom, T-O-M, is having only 3 letters. So it may vary. The length of names of different students may vary. Okay. So we are using the data type varchar. And what is 20? 20 means the size of what? Name. We can have maximum 20 characters in a name. In a single name. Okay. It doesn't mean we can store 20 names. We cannot store 20 names, but in a single name we can have maximum 20 characters. That's the meaning. Okay. In a single name we can have maximum 20 characters for a name, for a single name. Okay. Comma. And the third column is marks. And we are storing integer. And the data type of marks is integer. Okay. Finally, closing parenthesis. When it's opening parenthesis, you must have closing, right? And it is ending with colon. Sorry, semicolon. Okay. It's ending with semicolon. Every SQL command is ending with semicolon. It's a must. Okay. It's a part of syntax. Okay. So this is how we can apply create table command for creating a table student with 3 columns: roll number for storing integer value, name for storing varying character value, and marks for storing integer value. Okay. Finally, it is ending with semicolon. And after executing this, after running this query or command, a table's definition like this will be created in the database. Okay. Roll number, name, and marks. Can you see any rows here? No. Okay. There won't be any rows. Rows are added at the time of inserting. Okay. There won't be any blank row will created after applying create table command. There will be only definition. Okay. Definition in the sense with 3 columns: roll number, name, and marks. And at the time of inserting, in roll number you can have only integer value. It permits only integer value. And in name you can have only what? Varchar value. And in marks you can have only what? Integer value, right? When you try to input some other kind of value other than integer, like floating point or character or any other kind of value, in marks it shows error because the data type of marks is set as what? Integer. Okay. So a table's definition like this will be created. We cannot view it. Okay. If you want to view it, if you want to display it, you have to apply select. We are coming to it. Okay. Yeah. So this is how we can apply what? Create table command. Okay. And we know create is a command used for creating a database or a table. And for the most common purpose, we are using it for creating a table. And the command is create table, and followed by what? Table name student. Okay. And in parenthesis, we specify the column name followed by its data type, comma, second column name, data type, comma, third column name, data type, comma. Okay. Going on. Okay. Finally, closing parenthesis, semicolon. Okay. A table's definition like this way will be created. You know, just after creating the structure of a table or definition of a table, you can start inserting data values in the form of rows, right? In the form of tuples. We are storing data values or records in the form of tuples, and that is our second command, insert. Okay. We know insert is a DML command. Create is a DDL command. It's a part of the definition or structure of a table, but insert is a part of what? DML, data manipulation language command. Okay. It deals with what? Data. Okay. Yeah. So insert, add 1 or more records. Using insert command we can add 1 or more records. Okay. Here is a syntax. The rule: insert into. We are inserting into. It's very simple. Okay. Inserting into, right? Table name. We must have the table name. Insert into table name. Values. We are inserting values. Okay. value 1, value 2, value 3, etc. Okay, call what closing parenthesis, semicolon, and we can use it for what inserting value to this what student. Okay, yeah, insert into student values, insert into student. Actually we are going what inserting into the table name student. That's what insert into student is. It's very simple. Okay, we are inserting into the table name student. So insert into student, we are inserting values. Okay, we are inserting values. Then 1 Arun 100. You can see 1 and 100 are simply specified, but Arun is in quotes, right? Arun is enclosed in quotes. So 1 will be stored in roll number, will be passed to roll number, because that is the first what? That is the first column we have added. Okay, so 1 will be stored here in roll number, that is the first column. Then second value is Arun, it will be passed to the second column, that is name. Okay, it will be automatically passed. Okay, then 100 will be passed to marks, the third column. Okay, when you miss one column, miss one value, actually what happens is that it will be showing error. Okay, we are coming to it. Actually there are so many variations of all these commands, and we are not going to everything. Okay, we are going very simple. So we can have only this. Okay, this structure. Okay, so we don't think about when we omit one value, what happens. Okay, we can have it in our interaction session. Okay, yeah. So now it's very simple. Insert into student values 1 comma Arun comma 100. The first value 1 will be passed to roll number, second value Arun to what? Name, and third value 100 to marks. Okay, it's very simple. So this will be the status of the table student after having one record, after inserting one row to the table. Okay, hope this is also very simple. Okay, yeah. So these are the commands. We have used create table command first, then we have inserted one data record. Okay, I want to insert one more column. To Aditya 100. How can we? Yeah, insert into student values in parenthesis 1, not 1, 2, comma Aditya, right? Aditya in double quotes, comma 100, closing parenthesis, semicolon. If you miss semicolon, what happens is it shows error. Okay, so there will be one more what row will be added to this student table. Okay, to Aditya 100 will also be added. So you know how what table is increasing its size, right? After inserting one row, it's what it will be added to, means one more row will be added to that. Okay, so this is how we can insert column, right? We can insert row. Okay, or tuple, or what record, or row. Okay, yeah. So this is how we can have a quick revision. Okay, create table command, it's a statement used to create a database or a table. Here we applied it for creating a table. Then it's of the syntax, following this syntax: create table, table name, column definition. And here we have created table name student, create table student, and in parentheses we have specified all the values, all the column names as well as its data type. Roll number integer, comma, name varchar 20, comma, marks integer. And varchar 20 means we can have maximum 20 characters in a name, in a single name, right? Okay, then roll number, name, marks. A structure like this will be created after executing this command. Okay, then second we have gone to insert, it's a part of DML, create is a part of DDL. Okay, then add one or more records, then insert into table name values, value 1, that's a syntax. Okay, then we have we are what adding one row to the existing table student. Okay, yeah. So insert into student values 1 comma Arun comma 100. This will be the status of the table after inserting one row or one tuple or one record. Okay, so this way we can execute create and insert. Okay, so these are the two basic commands, two basic SQL statements. One is for using what? One is used for creating a table, and second is used for inserting data value. Okay, you can just practice it. You can just practice it just by what? Creating your own table. Okay, you can create another table, employee or teacher or any table. Okay, and you just apply this create table command, and just try applying all these what columns, add columns, and what data types, everything. Okay, just practice it on your own table. Okay, after creating the table, you can start inserting data values. Suppose you have 5 insert commands, insert into statements, you will have 5 rows to be added to the table, to your table. Okay, you can see one thing, at a time, using one insert command we can insert only one row. Okay, using one insert command we can insert only one row. If you want to insert 5 rows, you have to apply insert into how many times? 5 times. Okay, so it's very simple. The logic is very simple. At a time only one user can input values. That's it. Okay, right? Only at a time. Just think of signing up. Only at a time only one, using a single interface. Okay, using the same interface, only one person can signing up to any account, right? So the same way here also, that is the logic behind what applying insert for inserting into only one row. Okay, meaning at a time we can insert the data records of only one person, only one row. Okay, so and just create your own table and start inserting values. Okay, you just practice it, and we have some more commands, update, select, as well as delete. Okay, we can discuss all this in the coming class. So this is all for the time being. You know, it's very interesting as well as very important topic in computer science. Okay, which is in database management system. You know that. Okay, the concept is in database management system, so it's very important and very simple. You know that. We have applied all these commands very simple. Okay, in a very simple manner, right? So just go through all the topics. Okay, so thank you for watching. Have a nice time. See you in the next video. Take care.